caramel drizzle. This is the same caramel that we had before, the store-bought caramel, and I'm just going to add some milk to it to kind of loosen it up. I want to be able to drizzle this over the top and not clunk it on. So I take a little whisk, because it needs to be done delicately. And I used about, let's see, I started with a cup. It's about a quarter of a cup of milk. Just to start. And you see how it's loosening up just a little. And you're not, it's close, but still not the consistency that I wanted. So, see, it doesn't, it still plops instead of dropping. So we're gonna add a little bit more milk. So far we've added a total of a half a cup. We're close. That's just a couple more tablespoons. There we go. See how it drizzles? It drops straight from the whisk. That's exactly what we're looking for. So now we're gonna get our chocolate cake back out and we're gonna drizzle caramel over the top. So we have the cake. The important thing to remember with a cake like this is that all of the elements have to constantly be refrigerated. If you don't keep them in the refrigerator, the ganache is going to break down, the caramel is going to melt, you'll have things oozing out the sides. That's why I keep running back to the refrigerator and putting it in and coming back. So we have our caramel drizzle, and all we do is kind of sprinkle it over the top. We're just giving another element of the caramel in it. To make pretty little designs. This is not a cake that's going to be a wow factor as far as the way that it looks, because it's kind of a rustic, but it's got a ton of flavor. So it's about as much caramel as you want on the top, and then we're going to take a little more of that sea salt and just sprinkle very tiny amounts on the top to give that salted caramel flavor still. Very small amounts of the salt. You don't want to do a ton of it. There we go. Now we're going to pipe ganache around the side. We have the ganache left over from when we iced the cake itself. We're going to cut a pastry bag. Use a small star tip. It's the Wilton 21 if numbers are important. Put it in the bottom. This is just to cover up, you know, the rough areas around the edge of the cake. We're going to take what is left of our ganache, slide it in to our pastry bag. And then just make little stars on the outside edge of the cake. And that's it. We've made a chocolate salted caramel cake.